If you're hearing this, you're one of the lucky ones. Name's David. I was a lad from Brecon before the fire came. Now I'm just another ghost on the road. It's been 50 years since the sky burned red, but the world didn't end all at once. No, the end started long before the bombs, when Europe fell and Britain lost its soul. The year was 2052 when it all started going to hell. The oil was gone, the seas were poisoned, and Europe was starving. The European Commonwealth, all those nations promising unity and peace, they turned on each other faster than rats in a burning ship. When the Commonwealth invaded the Middle East for oil, they thought it'd be quick, clean, profitable. It wasn't. The Middle East fought back with everything, even nukes. London condemned the war, said, "We're staying neutral." But we still sent troops, secret ones, RAF squadrons on training exercises. They never came home. When the bombs started falling on the continent, we sealed the Channel Tunnel and told ourselves we were safe. "Britain stands alone once more," the radio said. Sounded proud at the time. Now it just sounds pathetic. By the mid to late 50s, we had nothing left to stand on. Fuel shortages, blackouts, riots. They called it rationing, but it was starvation with a stiff upper lip. I remember Mum queuing for bread at 6 in the morning. Came back with half a loaf and a bruise from a soldier's rifle. No one complained. You didn't. Not if you wanted to eat. When the Kent food convoy massacre happened, troops firing on starving refugees, that was when we stopped pretending things would get better. The government collapsed under the weight of its own lies. The king vanished from the scenes, Parliament dissolved itself, the Ministry of Defence took over under the National Recovery Act. They said they'd bring order. Instead they brought curfews, checkpoints and disappearances. There were whispers about Operation Crownlight, rounding up subversives who questioned the war. Most of them were never seen again. Funny thing, they said it was protect us from the outside world. By then the real enemy was sitting in Westminster. The ministry built walls and fences from Dover to Glasgow. Anyone trying to leave was shot as a deserter. They called it the Iron Coastline. They turned the countryside into a restricted zones. Old farms were requisitioned for national security. You'd wake up one morning and find soldiers planting sensors in your field. Say no, they'd call you a terrorist. By 66, travel between cities needed special passes. The motorways were empty save for the MOD convoys and the odd refugee caravan. Britain had become its own prison. You ever hear of the Heaven Project? Secret government shelters said to be built with the help from the Americans. Some Vault-Tec, they called them. Supposedly there were 3 in Britain. 1 in Wiltshire, 1 in Wales, and 1 under the Highlands. They promised safety, clean water and endless supplies. But like everything else, the invites only went to the right kind of people. Officers, scientists, politicians. For the rest of us, we got pamphlets. Build your own shelter, they said, with bricks and sandbags and a stiff drink. Like that was going to do anything. Useless bloody things. This is the London Emergency Neighbourhood. October 2077. The air smelled like burnt metal and rain. No one knew what was coming, but we felt it. The radios went dead, except for one voice, trembling, reading the final message from the Prime Minister's bunker. Initiate Blackthorn Protocol. Britain endures. That was it. The last words of the old world. After that, nothing but wind. When the bombs hit, I think it was London, Manchester, Edinburgh, they went first. We felt it even in the valleys, a low rumble through the earth like God himself groaning. The sky turned red and black. Spent 3 days in the cellar with a cracked Geiger counter and half a bottle of whiskey. When I came out, the sheep were gone, the rivers glowed at night, the air tasted like coins. Those who survived hid in tunnels, mines, anywhere they could. The radiation storms, they found you. No matter how deep you went, they always found you. It's been years now. The land, it still hasn't healed. We live in scraps of the old world. Old pubs turned into bunkhouses, schools into trading posts. The MOD bunkers, most are sealed. The ones that aren't, better to leave them that way. Whatever's inside, it's not human anymore. Sometimes I still hear voices on the radios, faint, distorted, like echoes of the past. Could be ghosts, could be another survivor. I'm not going to answer. You find bits of the old world sometimes. A child's toy, a ration tin, a book of Shakespeare that's been half burned and discarded. Little reminders. Once this place meant something. There's a settlement north of here. They call it New Cardiff. They trade in scrap and memories. Every Sunday they raise a tattered Union Jack on the flagpole, show that Britain still endures. No one salutes. They just look at it in silence. I used to think the world ended when the bombs fell. Maybe it ended long before. When we stopped caring for each other, and greed and fear ate out the heart of Britain. Now the land's quiet, but life always finds a way back. Mutated crops grow in the soil again. Children play among the ruins, and the wind through the valleys still sounds like home. We're not rebuilding the old Britain, we're building something new. With the pieces that survived and the ghosts that never left. We will endure. Britain will stand. So if you're out there, somewhere in the waste, remember this. The world might have burned, but the spirit of the people, that never did. This is David, signing off. Keep your filters clean. And don't trust anyone selling pure water.